Welcome back in the tutorial. Today we are going to learn about the dynamic action, how dynamic action works. Okay, now in that payroll page, I apply the dynamic action. We are going through that one dynamic action. If I select the employer ID, suppose I choose the Harshada as my name, it calculates the gross salary, net salary, deduction amount I applied as a 10% to the trigger as we calculated with the as a PF deducted with 10%. Okay, other allowance we calculated and total HRA, basic salary, the payments it is pending. In the payment month, I will choose as a January, as a April. Okay, I just click on the generated payroll, get generated. Okay, we will see the refresh action afterward. We created as April as Harshada as 5,500 for the April month. Okay, now let's see how it applied on the page item on that form. Okay, just that the one easy option to quick edit and go with that one. Any page item, otherwise, okay, I will go with the employer ID. I applied ELV on employer ID. The share component ELV. We'll see that ELV options in the next in another tutorial. But just for the dynamic action, we are going with it. I applied dynamic action on with salary like that on employee ID, because when we choose the employee ID, we get the all information about that remaining all information which is out of it. So I apply the dynamic action as a fetch salary. This is a simple name. We keep as an event change item as a selection type as an item, affected element, not the affected element, but the item employee ID. On that employee ID, we apply the dynamic action. We want to mention any other information here, any changes. Just after that, click the true action, which is a set value. I took the salary, select salary from employee table where employee ID equal to, which is a page 13 employee ID. Just I'm going to close it. Okay, item to submit is that one item. After that, selection type is the item is a gross salary, fetch salary. That is the most important condition when we are applying the dynamic action. Affected item is the mandatory to apply. If you are not applying affected item, your dynamic action will not work. After that, nothing else here. I apply the execute server side condition for the fetching all that remaining salaries. You can choose, here is a multiple options that you can choose: enable, disable, close region, enable, disable, expand trees, hide. You can also hide and show apply that. You can apply set value, set focus, refresh, open, that all things. Execute, in that execute option, there will be the download, execute JavaScript code, execute server side code, invoke interactive report dialog, print dialog, that all options are present here. Navigation, miscellaneous, notification, style, all options are here. You can remove class using dynamic action, add class, show success message as well, confirmation, clear, that all options are present. I just applied one execute server side code and apply simple PL SQL block here. Just I select the total salary, basic salary, HR and other allowance into, because we are applying all dynamic action on the page number 13. So we mention the page number 13 gross salary, page number 13 basic salary, HRA and other allowance from that one table. Okay, where employee ID, the condition which we applied before code as well, employee ID equal to we pass the page item as a colon P30. It maps the page number with that employee ID, page item with the our table column. And that one is the page item. That one is the table column. Okay, now deduction. We mentioned the 10%. by default 10%. As I mentioned, like P of will be the 10% deducted. We can vary. If it is vary, we can just make a single change in that PL SQL block. You can change all over that one. After that, net salary, gross salary minus deduction amount. It will calculate from the backend and auto populate. Now, if I make a save and run, just validate once it validate successfully. Save and run, but I am getting to close it. Here also, you have to mention item to submit. It is a mandatory. An item to return. Mention all the items which I want to reflect on that form page. After that, fetch salary event should be a fetch salary event. We make the event na fetch salary. That one event is here fetch salary. Cancel dialog also here, but we are keeping as a fetch salary. After that, select. I don't have any changes required. You can mention also that server side condition, client side condition, server side condition. Security, you can also make the security as well on your dynamic action. Administration it must be not public and that all things. There are multiple options that you can choose as like in the identification. There's a multiple options. You can choose any one which is satisfied with your condition, with your requirement. You can check with the trigger coding as well, show, set value, focus, refresh, open, hide, expand tree. A lot of options are present here. You can choose any one according to your requirement. If I run it, if I choose any one of them as a Hosha, it will take the gross salary deduction amount which are reflect all the items and reflected from that employee. If I create one employee here, just I create joining date. I mentioned the joining date as a 17th. Okay, the designation should be we can mention as sales. Consultant department, it come as a IT department. Total CTC, if I mention here 20,000 total CTC. Basic salary, HRA, other allowance, and total salary. Ignore that one, that option, ignore that one thing, but it calculated. Okay, the Shukanya is here. If I went in the payroll option, okay, just for the payroll, I mentioned Shukanya. The total salary deduction amount is a 2,000 for the 20,000 because it calculated with a 10%. So it is 20,000. If I remove the 2,000 from it, net salary should be a 18,000. Okay, other allowance and that all calculation coming correct. I will make the payment for the January and make it to generate payroll. If I close it, if I refresh it, will apply the refresh dynamic action for the page as also. You can apply that one. Here is the Shukanya and January. That all options are present. Okay. Thank you for watching.